and welcome to the Knitty Kitties channel. I'm Any Art Netty, and today I'm going to be taking you on a virtual tour of what Cumbria has to offer us crafting folk. So you see my screensaver here, just in case you were curious. It's a design that's on my Redbubble, link is in the description. Just a nice shameless plug there. Let's dive in, and you'll see this is called the Solway Plain. Not far from Scotland here, you'll see Gretna Green, Carlisle, Adrian's Wall isn't too far away, just a stone's throw away from those places. Anyone been to those places? Let us know in the comments. And did you enjoy it? Now, seems as though this is an art channel, we're going to go to the Derwent Pencil Museum, especially for crafters. You'll love it here. I'm very lucky to live near this. So you see it says temporarily closed. That's because at the minute we've got the big sick on. Just thought I'd mention that in case someone's watching in the future. Here we are in the goodies. So you see, oh, there's a Harry Potter colouring book there and a Star Wars one. I'd not noticed that. Look at all these. And you'll see little stickers on them. They are reduced in this museum because they're coming straight from the manufacturer. The actual factory used to be behind this. Just zooming in there so you can have a good look. And see, it's moved just down the road from here. You can see the other side there. I will show that in better detail once we get to that, because I'll pop in again with that little man that you can use. There's the cave entrance, that's where you go through to the museum. It's supposed to be like a graphite mine, and watch your head there. There is a video I'll link in the description and in the iCard there. See, I made a video about the Derwent Pencil Museum. Off we pop again, and we're in the cafe. So you'll see that that's an artisan cafe, which suits this place very well. Let's have a nosy. What have they got? Ooh, cake. I think it was closed when they did this. So you'll see lots of pencils there. You can do some colouring in while you're sitting having a brew. And where we're going to pop in now. Again, hover him over, and I'm over that other side now. So you see erasers, watercolour, sketchbooks, everything you can imagine there. And all some at a reduced price. I highly recommend that. If ever you're in the lakes and you're an artist, have a look in here. Might grab some good bargains. I'm not sponsored, by the way, but I'm just a big fan of Derwent. Hi Derwent, if you're watching. So here we go again. In we go. Bink into the car park. Oh, has Dobby been here? There's a sock there. This is some artists that live locally or around the Lake District. Their work is on show. One of my ambitions is to hopefully have my work in here one day. You never know. Give it a try. Worst they can say is no. And I was wondering where to go here, but I popped in. We're in the actual museum. Now you might recognise some of these goodies. There's some really old stuff here as well. They've gone right through the history of Derwent, and there's Queen Lizzie there that somebody did art of. There's the kind of chemical, sciencey stuff. Just zooming in a bit there for you. Nice little view outside. The road there goes round to the old factory. And you can see the world record pencil there. That's the largest one. Don't know if anyone's beaten that, but hopefully that holds the current world record. And you'll see some miniatures there as well, right in that red box there. Oh, I went off. That must have been something to do with the when I was zooming in, see? So that's an old piece of mechanical that makes the pencils from the factory. Yeah, so it's, you've had a look inside it now, we broke in. So I've just gone along the road here, which takes you to where the old factory is. I thought it might be nice to have a look. I don't know what they're doing with that building at the minute. See, it's all fenced off. I don't know what it's going to be. Or the new factory now is literally just down the road. That's as near as I could get in. There is some mountains behind that which are beautiful. I tried to get a view of that, but I couldn't really find a nice, because it is a stunning view. But hopefully they'll do something with that building. It just seems a shame. So here we are. I was trying to find where can I drop him in to have a look at that view behind it. You can see the River Greta there. There's lots of There's lots of rivers around here. So here we go. I decided to. I was going where can I go? Didn't decide there. Yes. So there you go. You can see that mountain there. That's the view behind it. Bit of a muggy day there. Bit moody. So that's the river there that you can see, and the town of Derwent. Definitely worth a visit. Beautiful place. That's quite a nice view there too. So where are we off to next? I think, yeah, here we go. Derwent. It's the lake. Now, I think I tried to find the waterfall here as well. So you see, there's that little waterfall there. I think I tried to find it. If you can Google that, I'll leave you a link in the kind of the name of it in the description so you can look at that. But for the minute, I was looking at going in the lake, because if you're an artist or a photographer or you're looking for somewhere for a picnic, look at that view. Imagine that. Lovely day. It's not piddling down. And you can come here and do some watercolour and take in that lovely view. And that's just one of the many lakes in the Lake District. This is where I tried to find the waterfall. I failed because bada bing, bada boom, I'm in the same place. But kind of a little bit over, there's a little island in the middle there, see? So again, lovely view. We're looking a little bit like clouds, like it's going to piddle down, but yeah, that's what I was trying to do there. So yeah. Where are we off to next? Yeah, there's where. And look at that typing in. I forgot to delete the Derwent water. The Beatrix Potter Museum. Any Beatrix Potter fans here? Of course. Yeah, there we go. Beatrix Potter. Go right, Netty. There is a house to visit at Hilltop as well if you wanted to see where she lived. And again, temporary closed because we've got the big sick. But if you're watching in the future, hopefully that's gone. It's done. But there we go. Let's drop in and have a look. Right, so hello. This must be the woman who took the photo. Credit to this lady who did that, a 360. See the bunnies there? Couldn't get much in this museum. There's Beatrix looking like Aunt Bessie there with her rosy cheeks. Legend. She does some lovely artwork with watercolours, very fiddly, detailed work and lovely stories, as she's very famous, of course. This was the outside. I think I was just getting to grips with this dropping in because I realised then that you could hover over it and you could see a little picture, but at this point I didn't. I was just like, that one, I haven't seen that one. Hovering over the roof here, drop little dude in. Yeah, again, this is the entrance. So that's where you go in and pay. I decided to come out of that. I think I went actually inside that bit there and I was surprised at what I've seen. Nothing over the top exciting, but it's that little Welsh dressers, very Beatrix Potter themed. That's where you go in. And then to the left here, there's a Fiesta. I didn't know that was in there, so I was quite surprised to see that. So that's where you go in and you pay there. Some nice bits and bobs around there to see. Loving another lovely 360 view there. And we're in the cafe. Do you want a brew? Milk, 2 sugars? Put your order in the description. I'll send you a free digital one. So, and one if you subscribe as well. So you go, you got a little picnic basket there for the kids, the cakes, and look at the theme of this. It all goes together so well. See Beatrix drawings there. I'll zoom in for you a bit. Isn't that lovely? Very nice. Let's hope this big sick does one and people can go and see it, and I hope to see it too actually. Let's see if I could find anything else on that. That's where I realised you could hover over and see. There we go, it's the cafe again pretty much. So not much else I could find to get in there, but I hope that gives you a little kind of experience of what to expect at the Beatrix Potter attraction. In Bounce on Windermere is Windermere Town. Of course you got Lake Windermere there as well. This is just a little part of the town there. Lots of walkers around here. It's a walker's paradise, of course. So making way downtown, walking fast, faces past and homebound. Yeah, might get demonetised. We're not going to sing. Does not gent. So, where are we going next? Solway Aviation Museum. This is the reason I made this video, and it's not exactly to do with art, but there might be some artists who are interested in aircraft. And this is amazing what I found. I found the page on Facebook for these. It's not far from me, and you can drop them in and you can go in the aircraft 360, which it amazed me. The chin just dropped to the floor. Look at that. I don't know, look, people might look at that and go, boy, you're getting excited about, well, oh, wow. This is just paradise. This is whoever did this is a genius. I take my hat off to them. Again, I can't tell, I wouldn't know what the names of the craft are, but I imagine on Google Maps, anywhere you go, you can find some really good stuff on there. I didn't know that this was a thing you could do. But whoever did this, Ollie Hitchin, genius, thank you. Absolutely love it. I try to give credit where credit's due here, so as always. Again, we're dropping on another craft. The names, I don't know the make and models as such of these aircraft, but there you go, drop in again. Isn't that amazing? Hoping to go here and take some photographs. I've got a Instagram photography page called Was a Photography. If you're a photographer too, or you want to follow it, pop your link in and I'll follow you back, have a look at your photography. We can follow each other. My partner's photography page is also on Instagram. It's called LV426 Media. Do comment if you get the reference there to what that is. I'll drop that in the description. Amazing time lapses and photography. And yeah, we'll all have a look at each other's photographs and that. So yeah, we're hoping, fingers crossed, to go there and take lots of photographs once this big sick fungalitis, whatever you want to call it, does one. I cannot wait. Cannot wait, look at it. Isn't that amazing that you can do that? Look at all that engineering as well. And that's the kind of stuff that they used to make it, and it'd last ages. Nowadays, the stuff that they make, like the phones, they only last a year, don't they? Wow. So yeah, this is some amazing work here, engineering wise. And Carl Hodges, is that the name of the person who did this 360? Nice one. I think I dropped in this plane again by accident, but just in case you missed that, here it is again, I think. Yeah, I did, didn't I? Yeah. Look at that, that's where the pilots parachute out of. That's amazing. I love all that stuff. I went to Manchester Airport once with a partner and his dad, and we were taking photographs. It was amazing. I love anything like that. So if you're like me and you love that, I hope you enjoyed that bit. Here we go again. We're off somewhere new. So if you like Stonehenge, this is the stone circle, which is in Castlerig. Built around 3000 BC. Wow, I thought it said 300, it's 3000 BC. I'm going to go right slap bang in the middle of that. And there we are. Look at that view. Any artists there, any photographers again. You just like things like that. What a brilliant place to visit. And there's many of them around the UK, which are very similar with the stone circles and such. Very atmospheric and almost like time stops kind of thing. Next place, Lodore Falls. I think, is that the place where I tried to get the, and then I failed because I ended up going the same lake again? Yeah. This is it. So I will pop that. See, you just type in Lodore Falls into Google, but I'll pop that again. And I thought, I did find it first time, and then when I come to do the video, there we are. Lots of walkers, not the crisps, lots of walkers. You get them everywhere in the Lake District during the summer. But everywhere. Yeah, I tried to find it, I ended up at that place again. So, apologies about that, but it was when I came to film it, of course, I couldn't find it. So, as is the way usually. So we're going to go somewhere else now. These are the little rude names. Just something to music. Great, yeah, that, what it says on the screen. Near Keswick. Now people think that's Keswick. It's not, it's Keswick. Yeah, great cock up. Naughty. I can hear you all giggling from here, yeah. The Dash. There's some random place names here. There is everywhere, isn't it? But these are the little naughty, giggly ones. Yeah, Little Cock Up. It's saying, I can't find it, but I swear it's not too far from Big Cock Up. So whoever named these had fun, didn't they? Cock Up Bottom, there's another one right near there. Right near Great Cock Up. Yeah, whoever did he was having a right laugh, whoever named these places, wasn't he? This is some Cumbrian who's like, I'm gonna give them all naughty names. And then of course she got the one everyone knows, Cockermouth. Actually a really great place to visit. Oh, they've got Sainsbury's, they've got everything, Aldi. They've got some really good places to visit actually, so there's a little sample of Cockermouth. Stop giggling. So yeah, that I didn't really pick on a very good, but look at that, that's a lovely building there. Like it's got a flat roof almost. Yeah. So there's naughty, giggly place names. I've just zoomed in a bit there so you can see National Trust Wordsworth House, you know, the famous poet. So a lot of history there. Another river running through again. In the lakes there's water everywhere and it's always raining up north. Right, so going to Carlisle now, the Tully House Museum. Carlisle, my favourite place to drive around. Not. So you could say, well, London's worse. Spaghetti Junction's worse. I've never done them and I don't plan to. I will show you the roundabout here because oh, this is Carlisle. This is where I drive around on my lessons. You just got to be in the right lane, and it's one of them where the roundabout doesn't make any sense to the normal rule. And here we go. See that? Hardwick Circus? That's not a roundabout, that's a funny shape about, isn't it? Look at that. So it's just people being in the wrong lane and jumping in, and you just got to be patient and take your time. But people aren't patient, are they? World over. But yeah, it's just one of them things. Take your time, make sure you're looking where you're going in the right lane and all that. But it's not a driving lesson, it's not talking about driving, we're talking about an art gallery. Again, temporarily closed due to you know what, global pandemic and that. Look all the places you can pop in here. This is Roman exhibit. Of course we're not far from Hadrian's Wall here, so you will find a lot to do with the Romans and lots and lots of history. Absolutely heaps of history to it. Now when I get there to a statue later, there is an exhibit of that statue in here, but I'll tell you about that in a bit. Now I believe that's the entrance. We don't really want to see that, do we? We want to see the exhibits. I couldn't find the art gallery bit with all these little hover-overs. Here we are at the shop again, in case you want to get some gifts for your friends and family. They always have those things, don't they? Those little windmill things that you blow on everywhere. So, BBC Radio Cumbria there as well, right next door. Aha, look at this. I love the way they've done this. And I think I was a little nosy in there. I think it's Playmobil models or something like that. Some children's toy thing. I was just having a right nosy there, wasn't I? Let's have a look round there. Yeah, Walls of Carlisle. It's like a mock-up, and then you'll find lots of Scottish flags because you're just a stone's throw away. People think Carlisle is in Scotland. It's not. It's just on the border there, and then you've got Hadrian's Wall, and then you've got Scotland. So that's a belief people have. Brilliant place. If ever you're in the area, do have a look. I'll leave all links to in the description below so you can go and have a look at all this and see what's going on. This next place, are we staying in Carlisle or are we going somewhere else? Now then, if you do or do not know, allegedly, as far as they can go back in history, the Lake District is where Sticky Toffee Pudding originates, and this is the Cartmel Sticky Toffee Pudding Company, which is where it first started off, apparently. And I'm going to take my partner here one day and spoil him, because he loves sticky toffee pudding. When the time comes and when everything's safe, I'm going to take him there as a treat. It can get busy, so do make sure you check out the website if ever you go in there, because it can get rammed, so warning there. So people will be missing that, so they'll be dying to go there. So this is the Cumbria Motor Museum in the Lake District. Again, temporarily closed, we know why by now. If you're a petrol head and you like your motorbikes and cars and things like that, you'll love it here. Look at that. I can't wait to go. I can't wait to go and take some photos here so I can do some art of me photographs. And I've done one motorbike, I think, and I've done a Ford Capri, a JPS Ford Capri. I'm really getting into doing art of vehicles, so this is a place I want to visit. So if you like your vehicles, this is another place to visit. I was trying to find some you could see. Yeah, there we go. There's all different signs here. If you look up, there's things as well. There's a hot air balloon. Fantastic. A lot of history there. Again, their website I'll leave in the description. So we're going to visit somewhere totally different now. The Sir John Barrow Monument, which is a lighthouse, which hasn't got a light in it. Just in case you're wondering who Sir John Barrow is, he, if I can find the note, I shall tell you a little bit about him. if I can't find it in time, I shall tell you in the description below. It looks like, look at this view. It's basically to do with geographical stuff, basically, in a nutshell. So, like a geographical foundation. So, off the top of my head. That is 100 foot tall, and if I remember rightly, this hill that it's on is just over, I think, 400 foot high. Wow. So some very good views there. And that's Hoad Hill that's on. See the bottom there? I couldn't find anywhere to drive up that, so it looks like somewhere you'll have to walk. If anyone wants to know any information, like more detail into the places that I'm talking about, feel free to ask. If I don't know the answer, I'll try and point you in the right direction, because as for driving to places and getting to reach them if you're disabled or whatever, I'll try my best to find out. So this is the Carlisle Cracker Packers, which are immortalised in bronze. We're back in Carlisle again. Now this is a statue which is of the Carr's Biscuit Factory, which is now the McVitie's factory. It shows two women who were workers there, but look what I did here. I popped into a motorbike shop, which doesn't disappoint me. So you got all the helmets and that. I did that by accident, but there's a shop there if you're a motorbike rider. So this is these ladies who were immortalised in bronze. Now the one with the longer skirt on, if you can see in that Google image, she's a one from days gone by that worked. I'll try and zoom in as much as I can. I think I drove up a bit as such there. Now the one with the shorter kind of overall on, she's a modern day worker. This is by a artist who commissioned this called Hazel Reeve. She's definitely worth Googling. They are standing on a Carr's cracker biscuit, which is like cheese cracker biscuit kind of thing. They're having a right giggle, aren't they? Well, in my day, I used to pack biscuits like this. Well, nowadays we do it like this with these fancy machines. I wonder what they're talking about. I don't know. So that's a very fun, weird, wonderful statue there in Carlisle. And the next place is our final destination, I'm afraid. But I'd love to know if you'd like to see more like this, where artists, crafters, places in the UK, I suppose, that I know of, that we can visit if ever you're in the area or talk about. And it's just something fun. So the last place we're going to visit is Carlisle Castle, which has got a hell of a lot of history to it. Being so near Scotland and the coast, you can imagine that's a lot of history. So I shall leave you here. If you like this, please do give a like, and if you fancy it, please do consider subscribing. There's a view from the castle. I hope you enjoyed that anyway. Thank you very much for joining us on a tour of Cumbria, and we'll see you again soon. Enjoy the views.